Okay, so these are our supine or lying on your back core activation exercises. Now, regardless of which exercise we choose to do, we just want to make sure that we understand kind of what neutral posture is. So neutral posture doesn't mean necessarily that we're slamming our back down into the ground, but it does mean that our ribs and our pelvis are relatively on top of one another. The analogy I give is that a mouse couldn't fit under you, but you wouldn't squish a bug that's underneath you either. Now, from here, level 1 is our core breathing. So we want to ensure that as we inhale, we can inhale our whole belly and our ribs. So we can inhale, and as we inhale, we see this wonderful inflating breath. And as we exhale, we can tighten our pelvic floor and imagine a zipper running from pubic bone to ribs, drawing down and together from bottom to top. Now, again, inhale, bottom to top. Common errors that I see with just the base engagement are, one, we'll engage top to bottom, and that's when we might see this kind of bulge coming forward. So you might see someone doing kind of this, or we'll just do a six-pack, which again would create this kind of bulge, so you're almost like you're thinking about sitting up. The goal is not to create any forward translation in the belly button, but in fact to bring it almost together and down. Now, from there, as we're doing this inhalation and exhalation, we should be able to zipper up and inhale and deflate down, and zipper up and zipper down without our pelvis or ribs needing to move. So we also shouldn't see our bodies jamming up and shifting forward. We should be able to really just get that kind of inhalation and exhalation going. Now, with the belly button pinning the pelvis down to the ground, drawing everything down, we want to see how challenging we can make this exercise. So the goal of our challenge will be somehow to destabilize our body, and we're going to try and hold it in position. Level 1 is sliding a leg forwards. So as we slide a leg forwards, what's going to want to happen from here is that my whole body is going to want to shift down towards the lead leg. And my core is going to have to prevent that from happening. So I'm going to move my hands out of the way. So we're going to slide a leg forwards and draw it back. Again, I don't want to see your body do this. Your belly button will also want to start to flare, will want to kind of bulge forward, and we want to correct that. Now, hands up makes things harder. Hands overhead makes everything else harder. So you can choose kind of what you want to do with your hands, but in general, level 1 is just sliding the leg. Now, you're going to exhale as you extend the leg, and you can inhale as you draw it back, or you can take a deep breath in, exhale, hold the entire time as you're exhaling, and then inhale at the reset. What I don't want you to do is not breathe the entire time you're doing this exercise. So exhale, engage. On the challenging portion, inhale, return. If the heel slide feels good, then you can do the march. So you're going to exhale, engage. Then you're going to try and lift a leg up to about 90 degrees and lower it. And then we'll try and lift the opposite leg. Now, what the body will want to do is the body will want to have belly flare forward. We're not going to let that happen. It will also want to rotate down again. It'll want to rotate down towards the leg and in towards the side. So we have to, again, use our core. The challenge is not moving the pelvis. If you can do that, then we're going to think about our arms coming to a hover position overhead. So they're not resting, they're here. And my arms are going to want my ribs to flare like this. So I'm again going to draw in and march from there. If those are easy, you'd be ready for your dead bug. Remember, easy is not the movement itself, but keeping the pelvis stable and the belly in as you do these exercises.